자, 자, 오픈로드 이어서 해볼게요. 오픈로드. 안녕하세요. 코님 안녕하세요. 다른 로드는 없어요. 다른 로드는. 다른 로드. 다른 로드 없어요. 이거 열쇠 넣죠. 어딨노 열쇠. 진짜 열쇠가 없어. 아니 열쇠가 어딘지 모르겠어. 열쇠가 어딘지 열쇠가 어딘지. 어? 이게 뭔가 있는데? 아하.
Damn, 40 grand.
We've definitely found our man.
This must have been from when he drove up here. Imagine spending $6.
팝펀치
Or $7 for a tank of gas.
Did people
팝펀치 최고의 게임이지요.
Yeah, I think so. But this is a lot, even for 1968.
$3,000. 와, $3,000.
$3,000 for a houseboat?
Are you saying that's a lot or a little?
겁나 많지.
$1968, right? I mean, $3,000 then is probably like
$1달러인가? $10,000인가? $1달러 같은데 아닌가?
$100,000.
Well, that would be a lot to pay for a houseboat like this.
아니야?
So how much then?
I don't know.
아이씨,
Well,
$10,000.
so what else could you have bought for that much back then? A car? A nice car?
Probably. Maybe.
Yeah, so this crappy boat for the same amount you could buy, like, a sports car with? Seems like a lot.
But you can live on a houseboat.
You could live in a sports car if you don't have a very high standard of living.
Yeah, much higher standard of living on this rotting houseboat.
에이, 에이, 제주 취직은 왜 없어요?
Cool. Nobody to spy on, though.
열쇠가 도대체 어디 있는 거야, 열쇠가. 미치겠네. 여기서 또 막혔어, 씨. 야, 아닌데. 막혔지. 막혀버렸어, 여기서. 어디로 가야 될까? 네네. 이야, 이거 생각보다 많아요. 이거 생각보다 재밌어요. 이거, 이거, 재밌네요. 근데, 퍼즐, 퍼즐 찾는 게 좀 빡쳐서 그렇지. 진짜 어디 있는 거야, 열쇠가? 미치겠다. 열쇠가 없어, 열쇠가. 어, 어디에 처박혀 있는 거야? 여기는 아니고. 여기 치워야 될 것 같은데. 아니, 치워줘! 진짜. 너무 힘드네, 이거, 진짜, 씨. 여기도 없고. 여기도 없어. 여기도 없고. 여기도 없어. 아, 아, 진짜. 짜증나. 짜증나. 으, 없는, 여기서 없는 것 같아. 아, 여기서 아이고 와나 죽겠네. 좀 미치겠어. 이것도 아니고
Just like Silent Hill.
What?
Oh, it's
난
this video game we played at Francine's house. It's a horror game. She really likes that stuff.
Seriously, Tess? You're thinking about video games right now?
It's foggy in the game.
Oh.
다들 아직 말
미치겠네. 미치겠네 미치.
Quite the party boat Peter had going on here.
No kidding.
I kind of want to clean up the rest of these.
Ugh, why?
Well, they're all in the bucket except these two. They've been separated from their friends for so many years. Now they will be reunited at last.
볼 때는
아예
아,
뭘 너무 아
attention every... Oh, man, what? This doesn't work. Should have seen that coming. Aha!
와, 이 열쇠 찾았다. 와, 여기 있었어. 와, 씨. 와, 대박이네. 씨. 와, 야, 진짜 한참 찾았네. 야, 한참 찾았어.
Hmm. So I guess that's it? Grandma and Pierre went to all this trouble and then Grandma just changed her mind?
I think maybe she wasn't so convinced in the first place.
Well then, why string Pierre along like this for so long? He bought a boat and fixed up the kids' room and everything?
Maybe she just wasn't sure at first. Or didn't want to hurt him.
Oh yeah, I bet he felt great about reading this.
열쇠가 있네, 여기. 열쇠가 있네, 열쇠.
This could come in handy.
Looks like a...
Didn't we see some mailboxes up by the gate where we came in?
프롬이 있다고? 프롬? 아무것도 없는 것 같은데. 이제 나가볼까, 이제? 이건가? 오케이, 이거지.
Messed up the postage or something. Let's crack this bad boy open.
Wait, opening other people's mail? I don't know, Tess.
테스형.
Oh, come on, Mom, live a little. We've already come so far. We can't just stop now, when we're so close to the truth.
I suppose you have a point.
Let's see what we've got here.
So Pierre was my
이거
dad.
맞다고?
He wrote this whole confession, but
헐.
never made it. It's been here ever since.
I can't believe it.
Well, it says right there.
No, I mean rhetorically, Tess. Jeez.
Right.
I'm... So my mother wasn't having an affair at all. Or whatever this would have been.
그렇지만
Except with Grandpa's secret identity.
So my father hadn't died. When we thought he'd had a heart attack. He was just... here. On this dock. We never got to know him. He was just a car ride away. August and I suffered over something that never even happened.
Yeah. I'm really sorry, Mom. For your whole life, you thought your dad had just died, and you had to live with that. That really sucks.
I can't believe it. I can't believe he just abandoned us. He was here. He gave up his family, his children.
For an old boat and some booze.
I wish I could have talked to him. Just one more time. And my mother living a lie for the rest of her life. I can't even imagine. I just wish I could have talked to her about it. While she was alive. I just...
이게 뭔 소리야? 아, 장군이 안녕.
Wish she could have trusted you.
Yeah. If we could have just... She didn't have to carry all this alone. I can't believe she would do that to us, lie to us, her whole life. Why didn't she say anything? Even when we were all grown up.
Maybe she was trying to protect you.
Yeah, maybe. August was so little. But I was old enough to know the truth. I just wish we would have talked.
이 형코가 최고야, 형코.
That's it? He spent all his money, tried to send this confession, and disappeared.
형 코어가 최고야.
Do you think he could still be alive?
I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't care. It doesn't really matter, does it?
아니야, 있어.
You don't want to keep going? Maybe we could find...
No, I think we found enough.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
아니야,
He pretended.
성공작이야.
But he really just left me, like everyone else.
I didn't leave you.
Well, maybe not yet. But your dad.
I thought you said you were the one who kicked Dad out.
I mean, well, it wasn't quite like that. I guess... Listen. I'll give you the full story in the car. I'm freezing out here.
아니야.
Tess, thanks for doing this. For coming with me.
Of course.
And for pushing me to find out what happened.
아니야.
I know I haven't been the best mom lately.
반대.
But I am so lucky to have such an incredible, kind,
Mom.
beautiful, hardworking.
Stop. You'll make me cry.
반대야.
Just
반대.
an amazing daughter.
이 게임 하는데 이거 왜?
Mom.
I love you too, honey.
그런 것도 게임이지. 형님아, 아이고.
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what Grandma would say about all this.
Good question. What do you think?
I don't think she'd be too happy. Now, girls, I hid those private things away so people wouldn't find them. I don't know why you couldn't leave well enough alone. Well, if you didn't want people to find it, maybe you should have gotten rid of it. Well, okay. Maybe I did want you to find it. A little bit.
So you asked about what happened with me and Dad.
Uh-huh.
Well, your dad, you know, was always looking for the next thing. Always had a new idea to try that would fix all his problems, our problems. And for a while, it was the video store. And then that sales thing, and then he decided that he was gonna be a professional poker player.
Is that what you meant by full-time gambler?
Yeah. I mean, not really a gambler. He's not playing with his own money. It's all tournaments and stuff. They're playing as a sport.
That's kind of cool.
It's certainly, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's following his dreams. He might not make it, but he is going for it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I never really thought about it in that kind of light.
I mean, I wish he could have been here, but he had a dream, and he had to follow it. I get it.
Right. My little web entrepreneur.
It's like Matt Damon in Rounders.
It's not really like Rounders. I mean, he wins a lot in Rounders. And he's a lot more handsome.
He must really like poker.
He likes it. but I wouldn't say that's the real reason he left. The split came at a really hard time. The theater was doing worse, and I was spending all my time there. Then your grandmother started really declining and needed more and more help. I think when I decided we needed to move in with her to care for her, well, being a full-time caretaker for his mother-in-law was not something your father ever signed up for. So he left for Nevada. He wanted to stay married. Said we could make it work. But by that time...
It was already over.
Yeah, exactly. I realized that this was a pattern that would never really end. Do you blame me for ending it?
No, I get it. You needed his support, and he just ran away. Kind of forced your hand.
Yeah, kind of.
That sucks, Mom. But I do miss him. I'm sorry for buying the tickets.
Oh.
I should have talked to you first. I guess I thought, I don't know, that Dad, explain everything to me in a way that made sense, and that he was living some great life out there.
No, you shouldn't apologize. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I guess I was embarrassed. That I would have married such a ding-dong. Professional gambler. I didn't want to have to say it out loud. But I guess you can't keep running away from your problems forever.
Now I have these tickets and I don't know what to do.
I think you should go.
To Reno?
Yeah. I think it would be good for you to hear his side of the story. We may not always get along, but he's not a bad guy. And you guys have a good relationship. You should spend some time with him. I think it'd be good for both of you.
Are you sure, Mom?
Yeah, I'm sure. But it's not over Thanksgiving, right?
Oh God, no. And Miss August mac and cheese? Fat chance. I'm proud of you, Mom.
For what?
What do you mean, for what? You're kick-ass. How many moms would stop packing up their house to drive their daughter all over Michigan to search for a family secret? Or run their own business, run a community theater? That's pretty cool.
All right. Maybe not the brightest idea from a financial perspective, but it is pretty cool. Thanks, honey. That means a lot. And speaking of businesses, that's pretty impressive that you made enough money to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, it's exciting that people are willing to pay me to design websites.
Well, I've seen what you can do, and you do a great job.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm serious. When I saw your web stuff, I mean, I don't always know what I'm looking at, but I know it looks good.
Thanks.
An artist's eye,
Thanks.
just like your grandma.
And my mom. But maybe it skipped over my aunt.
Come on, her painting wasn't that bad. Well, I guess I always imagined that you'd go to Ford like Grandma and me. It's silly, but it's not fair of me. God knows I didn't do everything my mom wanted me to do.
Like seeing Kurt?
Yeah, exactly. Amongst many other things. But yeah, it's hard to let go, to see you as an adult, and not just my baby girl.
Mom.
You were so cute back then, even cuter than now.
Stop.
And you had the biggest head. Everyone said it. Everyone said, that's the baby with the biggest head.
Bowling ball head, the bowling ball baby.
Yep, and it was all your dad. On my side, we all have perfect, tiny little heads, like golf balls.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about the whole August thing?
Moving in with her?
Yeah, I guess it's a big decision, moving to Chicago.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Would you want to move in with her?
음, 아직 잘 모르겠어.
What about the Andromeda and Francine? It means starting over, kind of.
Yeah. But it could be nice to get a fresh start. We've been through a lot of big changes this year. You've been through so many big changes. But I mean, we're making it work. And whatever we decide, we can make it work. I'm confident in that.
Yeah. Me too.
We should call August and tell her about all this.
Oh, hey, August, guess what? Our dad really is our dad.
You can sleep easy. We're not French-Canadian after all.
Whatever we end up doing, I'm glad you're with me.
Yeah. Me too.
무슨 끝이야 이게? 무슨 끝이야? 왜 이렇게 짧아 이거? 왜 이렇게 짧아 이거? 잠깐만. 집에 가는 게 잠깐 뭐야 이거?
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what... I don't think she... Now, girl. I don't know why. Well, if you did... Well, okay.
So you asked about...
Uh-huh.
Well...
스킵.
That's insane. Didn't anybody tell him to have...
Oh, I did. Believe me.
And even though he's been...
Maybe deep down, he's...
Maybe he didn't want to tell me till after. So he chose right when Grandma really started getting sick. He must really like poker.
He likes it. But the split came. The theater was doing... Then your grandmother started... I think when I decided we needed to move in with her to care... Well, being a full-time caretaker for his mother-in-law was not something your father ever... So he left for Nevada. He wanted to stay married.
It was already over.
Yeah. Do you blame me for ending?
I just wish he was here. I miss having...
Yeah.
At least I can still text...
I mean, we thought he died. Which...
I'm sorry, Mom.
Thanks, Tess. I'm glad that... I mean, if there wasn't anything good about him, I wouldn't have married him in the...
I'm sorry for...
Oh.
I should have talked to you first. I guess I thought that he was...
No, you... I'm sorry I didn't... I guess I was embarrassed that I would have married a professional gambler. I didn't want to have to say it, but I guess you can't keep running away from your problems forever.
Now I have these tickets and I don't know what to do.
I think you should go.
To Reno?
Yeah. I think it would be good for you to hear his side of the story. We may not always get along, but he's not a bad guy. And you guys have a good relationship. You should spend some time with him.
Are you sure, Mom?
Yeah, I'm sure. But it's not over Thanksgiving, right?
Oh God, no. And Miss August mac and cheese? Fat chance. I'm proud of you, Mom. What do you mean, for what? How many moms would stop packing up their house to drive their daughter or run their own business?
Thanks, honey. And speaking of businesses,
Yeah, it's exciting.
well, I've seen what you can... I'm serious.
And my mom. But maybe it skipped over my aunt.
Come on. Well, I guess I always imagined, God knows I didn't do everything my mom... But yeah, it's hard to let go. To see you as an adult, and not...
Mom.
You were so...
Stop.
And you had the biggest head.
Bowling ball head.
Yep. And it was all your...
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think of...
Moving in with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you want to move in?
It seems like a good choice.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Are you worried about the theater?
These days I'm worried about everything, but I'm confident too. Confident we can figure it out.
Yeah.
We've been through so much this last year. You've been through so much.
Yeah.
I will say...
Her bathtub is...
Yeah. I mean, we should call August and tell her...
Oh, hey, August. Guess what?
You can sleep easy. We're not French-Canadian after all.
Whatever we end up doing,
Yeah.
와, 이야, 이거 얘기가 너무 짧다, 이거. 스토리 되게 엄청 짧은데, 이거? 스토리? 벌써 엔딩인데? 와, 벌써 엔딩이야. 와, 이거 이렇게 잡을 줄 몰랐는데 너무 내가 지금까지 한 것 중에서 최고로 잡은 것 같은데 제일 짧은 것 같은데 스토리가 와 이거 뭐 어쨌든 그러면 엔딩 봤으니까 여기서 방송할게요. 이 게임 재밌긴 재밌는데 스토리가 엄청 짧네요. 이거 70% 이상 세일할 때 사셔서 해보시면 좋을 것 같아요. 아니면 이 게임 패스에도 있으니까 한번 해보세요. 스토리는 괜찮은 것 같네요. 짧아도. 그러면 여기서 방송할게요. 다들 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 좋아요, 구독, 팔로우, 추천 해주시면 감사하겠습니다. 그러면 내일은 다른 게임으로 찾아올게요. 그럼 안녕. 돌파.